Afternoon, not morning. Too cold this morning, and plus, just had other things to do. So, well, first of all, that's where the sweet potatoes were a few weeks ago. And if you watched the sweet potato video, like I'm super surprised about, so many people have so far. Thank you, and thank you for the comments. This journey is definitely not been for any fame of any kind. It's just kind of documenting. And my son, shout out to the son, that's not here, is doing his duty, can follow along on what's going on at home while he's away. So anyway, today I got a couple things. Gosh, it's already late in the afternoon, or not afternoon, but we got so much to do this weekend. If you hear that noise in the background, the whirring, that's the meat grinder. We got the first deer of the season, so he's finishing up the processing so we can get that put away. He's going to make some jerky out of it, and then I think the rest is going to in the freezer for now. But I got some cleanup. Let's walk and talk. So I'll show you, I guess a few weeks ago, the only thing I have so far in the greenhouse, by the way, is I'm loving it. It's hot in here, but these are the Brussels. Some Brussels going on, and they have already surpassed last year. Of course, last year I had them out in the raised bed. And of course the cabbage moths right on them and took them down. They had no chance. I had 3 or 4 spinach plants. Now I'm down to 1. Something in here is eating them. No lettuce yet. It's a little too warm. As you can see, I think it's in the 70s today, but in here we're almost 100. So it's just a little too warm for lettuce in here right yet. But they'll be over here along with the carrots, like I did last winter, spring with my carrots. They're going to go in here. I've got to get this sage harvested. It's so pretty. Like I said before, smell-o-vision would be great, but smell that. Sage. That'll go in the deer sausage this winter. Let's see here. I got to check the weather. I mean, it's been getting chilly. It's in the 40s, the upper 40s at night. Of course, we got an 80-degree day today, 79, 80. Look at this. I was trying everything. The hurricane came and the winds broke several of the branches, so this was a lot bigger. But my bell peppers, let's see if you can see this. I mean, look at this. That is a nice sized bell pepper. We've had plenty. I can't even lift this because if I lift it, it'll break. But there's so many peppers still in here. Hopefully we'll be able to get to harvest them. I'm really considering this particular plant. That, like I said, look at the stakes. That's what, that wind for the hurricane. That was crazy. But really considering trying to save this. Trying to save this one. Super dark green. Just a nice plant. This one as well. Uh-oh. What's that? Oh, it's got a split or something in there. I've got some bell peppers sitting on the counter. I've been kind of letting them get a little age on them so I can save the seeds. But there's, look at that. The weight, everything I've tried to do here to keep them up, but the weight of the peppers is just bringing them down. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. Look at all the blooms on this Italian pepper. They're still doing really well, so I don't know. It just depends on how cold it gets this weekend, or this week. Jalapenos, you could tell they do not like the chilly evenings. They get a little dark, almost purple, it looks like. I mean, it's so just crazy. But anyway, this is seed saving. Everything's pretty much at seed point now. You've probably seen a lot of videos about that. But this is the okra. We're definitely going to have way more than we need as far as seed goes. But I let this one plant go a couple months ago. I started letting him go. But look at the stalk on that. I mean, I had some serious okra plants in here. Short variety, but very good variety. Really liked it. So first videos of the summer, you'll know. I was like, I don't know about this okra, but once it started coming on, it did get a little hot taller for me, and but not overly. It is definitely a short variety. So anyway, zinnias, I could start taking some of these dry pods if I want and saving them. But I've just kind of let them go out here. Let the bees and butterflies get as much as they can before it gets too cold and there's nothing else for them to eat. So let them, and there's some butterflies right now, and bees, and all kinds of little things going on. Whoop, hello. Alright, moving on. Just a lot of cleanup needs to happen, and a lot of it's going to happen during the winter, because we do typically get 50-60 degree days, so it's comfortable to work outside. I have a feeling I might get some more sweet potatoes, because this is the runners. These weren't plants, but it's still alive, so that leads me to believe that has rooted, and there will probably be more sweet potatoes in here. And it's not even, you know, it's not even dying back yet, so that's cool. Anyway, look at here. You talk about seed saving. This little spot here, which you can't see much anymore, but right here was the calendula that I had planted, and it has already reseeded itself, so, and growing. That's that. So, you know, it's not going to make anything before frost comes and freezes it out, but that will probably be volunteers in this area, you know, come next spring and summer. Still have all this basil. Still got all this basil. It smells so great out here. Oh, look at there. See that? That's a deer track. Interesting. Wonder what he's up here for. I guess he's up here to eat the, yeah, last of the tomatoes. Huh. That's a nice sized track. So we know, based on the cameras, we do have some nice deer this year. And there's a really big one somewhere. But yeah, there's several tracks in here. Huh. Alrighty. Oh, look at there. He's been eating on that one. That old watermelon. So, anyway, let's move on here. This is, of course, looks like I got some bean seeds. Like I said, you let them dry. I think I've told you that before. And just kind of let them dry. And I feel my seeds in there for next year. So it may have seemed like a waste to leave all of these green beans on here. I mean, look at this. This is something you can eat right now. But I want seed for next year. That's what you need. Okay, and under here, I'll pause you for a second. Okay, so I'll pull that off. Just like in the spring, for the cold crops. Like I said, the cabbage moths love anything cold crop. So obviously cabbage, they love cabbage. There's cabbage, isn't that awesome? I think a video about a month or so ago, when I had the corn video, the last of the summer, I guess it was. So I put these in, so they're looking really good. Well, looks like they need some water. We haven't had any rain since that Hurricane Ian a couple weeks ago, but that's just damage right there. So yeah, they need some water, but looking really good. This is my first year with collards. Like I say, everything's a little wilty under here. So, and that's just broken because I don't have my row cover perfect yet. It was makeshift. See, it's makeshift. And but other than that, just need to get some water on them today. Looks like something has snuck in here and ate on him. So let's get that off so we can keep an eye on that. But still got my green beans growing and drying under here. Let's see, another broccoli. So I got broccoli straight through the middle because they get about 3 feet tall, at least. And I just kind of interplanted one here, one there, stagger planted the cabbage with the collards. So that's kind of where we're at under here. It's a nice collard plant. So not a lot, because it's just, you know, not something we just eat a lot of. But these should do fine and continue to produce through the till it just gets too cold, I guess. But anyway, I'll cover these guys back up, and like I said, just need to water these guys today. And this row cover, I swear, where did I get this from? Greenhouse, is it Greenhouse? Growers Supply, I think that's what it's called, Growers Supply. And I got the light row cover, and this really keeps them, it's amazing. Actually kept them really cool through the first part of summer, even when it was 100 degrees. Look at that. This is what these are for. Clothespins. They're good for everything. I use them for chip clips and obviously row cover clips. Let me put this on here right quick. So look at that stink bug. These things are everywhere too. Sorry. It's hard to do this two-handed or one-handed. Anyway, I got the light row cover, and it tends to work pretty good. So it worked, and that's why it's so holy, because we had such storms and just a lot of stuff. But anyway, let's walk around here. Sorry. Go back. Probably don't remember, but by this, next to the sweet potato patch through the summer, we had the massive squash plants. The alien, oh God, Sigourney Weaver was in there. I swear she was. But this is what I'm getting ready to do today. So I'm not too late, kind of right where I need to be on garlic. I really wanted to throw down a new layer of compost, but just found out they are making new compost, and there's none ready until probably about February. But it is time to get the garlic in. So all I'm going to do to get it ready and just basically put it in, I'm going to do just a single row. I don't know. I got to figure out how many garlic bulbs I have yet. But I'm going to do a row through here at least. I got 2 varieties because I was late to my greenhouse. They didn't have any, so I had to go to Southern States. So we're going to do, what are we doing? Both of them are hardneck. So, but they look pretty good. They look like some nice bulbs. Should get quite a bit. I mean, we're going to have well over 100 bulbs go in. Let's see what happens, because, you know, I think I had 60 go in last fall in the raised bed, and I super mulched, I guess, too well. And the really, really wet winter we had, a lot of snow, they had no chance. They rotted in the ground before. I mean, it just stayed too wet. The spring onions planted the same day, they all came up. So go figure. Not sure. We did have, I don't know, 3 or 4 bulbs make it, but that's gone. Not enough to be able to save and seed save for us to do. So hopefully we'll get enough out of this. Hopefully these crops will make, because I'm gonna have a lot. So on that note, I'm gonna pause it here, and I'll come back here shortly. All right, guys. So I haven't got very far, and it doesn't look like I'm gonna get to plant today, but I have. So let's see if you can see that purple. Sun's so bright. So whatever the purple glazer is, I've got all those seeds ready. When I say seeds, each clove is technically a seed to grow another bulb of seeds. Another bulb of garlic. So that's got the purple whatever. All of these are hardneck, so we're in the south, so I believe that's the best variety to grow down here. Some of these are just huge. Look at this one. And it looks like there's 2, and there could very well could be another one in there. Yeah, it probably is. Let's see. Can't get it apart. There we go. No, maybe not. It looks like, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll have to go back. So basically, this is what we're doing. I'm just lightly rubbing off, twisting off the outside, the paper shell for you, until I can get down here. My nails do come in handy for something. Yeah, these are my nails. I keep them clean, even though I dig in the dirt without gloves all the time. So I'm not necessarily a frou-frou girl here. But, gosh, this is tough. It's a tough one. The purple was a lot easier to, I don't know, clove. I don't know what you would call it. Clove? I'm just going to call it break apart. So, anyway, that's kind of what I did. This one is going to give me trouble while I'm on camera. Of course it is, right? That's how it always works. Uh-oh. And the wind. And now you're crooked, so sorry. The wind, which is nice because I am burning up sitting here in the sun. So, yep. Here you go. Yeah, these are massive cloves. Yeah. So I'm only getting about, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 or 7 cloves out of one bulb, versus this stuff. I got about 10 out of them, which is okay because I feel like I'm going to end up with more than one row here. Good. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I mean, this is all unscripted, by the way, every time. I mean, this is, yeah, there's nothing else in there. Does it feel like it? Well, maybe. Let's see here. I don't want to take its shell off. No, that's one garlic. Whew. Yeah, trust me, that's one. So there's two. Yeah, two. I'm only getting 4 out of this one. So, but these are nice size garlic heads. So there's 4. God, I'm not getting a lot out of this. But I'm gonna stop here for now, I guess, with you guys. Oh no, I will tell you this. If you can see back there, so bright. Can you see that? There's like a white powder on top of the ground there. Okay, so that is bone meal. That's phosphorus, basically. Put you on pause for the traffic coming by. Okay, sorry about that. Got stuff going on today. Yeah, this one actually has, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one was a good one, 7. And these, just real quick, interject here. Hard neck. This is what's in the center, and it creates that scape that comes out the center. That's what you cut. What your hard neck is. All right, just real quick. I still have 3 more bulbs to break apart to get my seeds, but I'll bring you up. Let's see here. So if you'll see, there's a big white strip right through here, and that is just plain old bone meal. Okay, nothing crazy. Just to see, 0, 10, 0. Just nothing but phosphorus, because they are going to need that. Now that's not going to be active right now. That's going to be a slow release. So I have to work that into the dirt before I go to put my bulbs in. And I'll just take my little rake and just got little tines like that on it, and I'll just rake it in, and that's all I'm gonna do for going into the winter. And like I said, it's a time release thing. But all I'm gonna have, quote unquote, time to do today, we got a reunion tonight, so I gotta get ready. I gotta get a shower and get ready. But I'll try to pretty much finish this out, do a little video tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in the morning or in the afternoon like now, but it's going to get done tomorrow, because like I said, I just got to get this cleaned up, and get in the house and get some stuff done, and we got to get out of here. But have to water those plants. They need it. They are suffering. So you'll see me tomorrow, I guess. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, this is actually the next weekend. Don't ask me about last weekend, last Sunday. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, so just wanted to come back. I am putting the garlic in. It looks like I'm going to end up with quite a bit more than the 1 row that I was hoping for, because this is the purple stripe, I believe. Now, I've got those zinnias. I could go ahead and get rid of that, but I don't want to, to be honest with you. So, anyway, that's 1 so far. And I still have, I don't know, a couple dozen, maybe 20 or so left. So, anyway, just wanted to kind of show you what we're going to do, or how to do this. I did not lay out my row like I normally would. I just kind of eyeballed it. I'm going to move over here because the sun is blazing. But basically, I've kind of, like I said, just eyeballed it. I'm putting them in about every 4 inches or so. There may be some science to it, some rules, but I bend the rules a little bit. So I'm just going to show you what I do. I just take it and just kind of push it in. It's about 1 inch or so, right? Covered up. So push it in to where I've got where it'll go, and then take about an inch or so and cover it up with the soil. And then I am not going to do the super mulch like I did last fall. I may be wrong. I may not get a harvest again next year, 23. But I feel like the leaf mulch that I put on there got so thick it just could not drain, and it ended up rotting the bulbs before they could make and break through it. So out of the 60 bulbs I put in last fall, I got 4. I got 4 garlic. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Nothing's perfect, and it's not all gonna do. So, like I always say, do what you can when you can. And then can it. So, I'll figure this out. I'll come back and let you know how many I ended up putting in the ground today. And today I am going to put them in the ground. Yes, that is what we're doing. We're definitely getting these in the ground. We only have one more weekend of October, so I'm kind of right on the line here, getting this done for the year. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I wanted to show you something. While I was prepping the bed for the rest of the, oh goodness, what am I doing? Garlic. I was sprinkling the bone meal and getting out these crazy, stupid wild onions. But I'll show you. Notice here's sweet potato vine. And it's kind of stuck, so I left it. Now this is the over vinage. This is what was cut off but had been rooted. But while I was doing that, I go to pull a patch of those stupid onions. Look what I've got. A sweet potato. Now I see the fire ants are coming out after me already. You know what happened in the last video. But I just wanted to show you, here's the dead vine. It's rooted over here too. So I'm not going to dig in there. But this one came off of where I had to cut the vines when I pulled up the actual bed over here. So, and you can see that little bit of the potato was out of the ground, so it's already putting off new shoots. So I'm going to go ahead and dig this out. It's not going to be very big because it's just not going to, I don't know, I've never tried to overwinter a potato, or at least a sweet potato. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it out, but I thought that was kind of curious there. You could, you know, like I said, wherever these vines take hold and root, they will grow more potatoes. Okay, so it's just something to think about next year. You might plant 1 or 2 sweet potato slips, and you may end up with a dozen more. So anyway, I'll be back. Okay guys, so I am finished. Zoom back out here. So you'll see there's 3 rows, and they are full rows. So the first row, and then the second row to the little stobber down there are the purple glazer. There were 60 bulbs to go in. Now, also where on the other side of the little white stopper is where I started the, let's see if you can see it, music. So it's more of a white, looks like garlic, I guess. Okay, so there were 6 in there, and then this whole row. Now I did them a little bit further apart because, good Lord, there were like garlic cloves like that big. You saw it in the first part of the video last week, but so I did those about 6 inches apart, and they filled the rest of the row all the way to the zinnias down there. So there are 33. So I'm going on record. We have a total of 93 garlic bulbs in the ground. So let's see what happens through the winter into the late spring. So let's see what happens. All right. Oh, one last thing. You know, I showed you the sweet potato I dug up. Well, with that hard freeze, I wanted to show you that I dug up these potatoes today. There was 2 where I pulled them. The 2 potatoes, you probably saw it in the sweet potato video. But I pulled them up. Look, these things were still making potatoes. Just look at the little nubs on there. Either way, so they were red. They ended up being red potatoes. So anyway, there looks to be about 2 pounds more fresh red potatoes. So hey, those were just ones from, I think, last year or something. I don't know. They just started putting off little eyes, so I threw them in the ground to see what happened. And so basically, what, you could probably get a pound at least, or roughly a pound, off of one little potato you just throw in the ground. So you can grow something. Just put it in dirt, give it a little water, a little love every now and then, and it'll love you in return. All right, thanks guys. I guess I'll pop out through the winter and let's see how these things are going. Bye for now.